see if we have anything interesting going on in here. That's up there where you can see. That turn the camera tilted just a little bit. There. Some more room so we can bring you guys up here closer. All right. Seal off. Put the bucket up here. And let's just take one of these. Nice big ones. Get you guys back here so you can see. We're going to wipe this off and see what we have here. That's not too bad. No sharp edges. We will put that in the colander sitting on the 5-gallon bucket. We're just going to wipe these off, just a few of them. See what we got going on here. I see something interesting here. This looks like might be jasper. See the yellow spots there, and yellow here, that's jasper, yellow jasper. All right. So we got there. Well, why don't we put these up here? Because we're going to eventually dump the little rot in the colander. I always take the big rocks out first, one at a time, and just wipe them down, see where everything's sitting at. Now this is black lace agate. Black lace agate. Cool stuff, huh? We'll set that one off to the side. This one down, see what we have here. Get this wiped off and I'll show you what I'm talking about. More with some let's put this in the colander and pour a little water over it. Wipe it. So where's everybody from tonight? I'm from eastern Montana. I am 100 miles, about 100 miles from the South Dakota border. So that one looks pretty good. No sharp edges, no rough spots. That's what we look for. We look for no sharp edges, no rough spots. This needs to go back in. Step one, because there's a rough spot all the way down here. Goodness. Yep, just got to go back over here, go back on step one. And that happens. Oh, let's get one of these little ones out of here. See how they're doing. Oh, this is the banded chirp. Yep. That's looking okay. See all the bands in there? It's called banded chert. Another big one out of here. That one keeps falling on my hand, so we'll do that one. See, I had my right cataract surgery done on Monday, and the surgeon is also a rock hounder, and he's never seen yellow jasper. So I thought what I would do is take and get one of my pieces of yellow jasper and send it to him. See? That's got them lighter spots on it. Clean rag again. It's the only bad thing about doing it this way. You have to keep getting clean rags. But by doing it this way, you don't overload your colander. Because my colander is plastic. And so if we overload it, then we are putting too much weight on it and the colander could collapse. And we don't want that. There's some more black lace agate. This stuff ends up looking really cool when it's done, when it's all done. Sometimes it can be difficult, but this one needs to go in step one a little longer, so we're going to put it in the step one pile. See, when I started doing this back in November, no, October of last year, I didn't do all the things that I do now. I just put in the tumbler, let it do whatever, didn't check it. When it got done with step one, I just moved them all to step two. I was not supposed to do that. I learned in the meantime that when you take them out of step one, this is step one, you have to inspect each one. Run your fingers over it. Make sure that there's no sharp edges on the sides. When you run your fingers over the edges here, there should be no rough spots, which this one has a rough spot right there. The rest of it is all okay, but that one spot right there will keep it from going to step two. But you have to do that with every rock. I did not know that when I first started. Didn't know that at all. And some rocks will be heavier, some rocks will be lighter, some rocks will be harder, some rocks will be softer. And You don't want to mix really soft rocks in with really hard rocks, because the hard rocks will crush the soft rocks, and then you will end up with just the hard rocks. Oh, sorry. So inspect this. This is all smooth. This is smooth. That's smooth. That's smooth. So that goes over here. Oops. I want to cover up my wing nuts right there. We can do one more on this rag. Oops, sorry. I keep bumping the tripod. And see, the ones that need to go back in step one, they won't go in here this time, because we are trying to move these along to step two. Alright, so that in the dirty rag pile. See, right here. Right there. That's all rough right there. So we will put that back to go back in step one. So how is everybody tonight? Everybody doing okay? Try to take us to the river on Sunday morning. But we'll have to go early because it's been being so darn hot. Oh, that's all smooth except for right there. So we are going to put that one back. Because see, what happens is, if you have, say, this rock that's ready for step two, and this rock that's rough, and you put this rock in step two, the rough part of this rock will scrape along this one and will mess up the finish. And we want a nice, pretty polish. Heavy. Some more jasper. See how it's yellow, and you got the yellow inside and the yellow here. That's going to end up being a pretty rock. Get it clean. This one is going to be really pretty. See, I carved a cross in it. I used the mini grinder and did a cross. And there's no rough spots on that, so that can go for step 2. See, I don't really want to dump this particular one. Even though I could. Yeah, it's pretty. That's going to be pretty. But see, right along that ridge line right there, it's all rough. Right there is rough. So we put that one to go back for step 1. Some more of that black lace agate. Clean. Takes a lot of clean racks to do it like this, but you have to keep wiping the muck off. A lot of people would just pour it in the strainer, but I don't have another strainer if that one breaks. So I just take my time, do it like this. So let's do this. Run our fingers around it. All smooth, all smooth, all smooth, no sharp edges, all smooth. That one can go over here. So, what we're going to do now, I'm going to turn you guys around so that you can watch the colander as I dump that in there. Slow so I don't get y'all dizzy. There. Move you guys over a little. Okay, now. This. Dumping everything. All right. Then we're going to take some water and pour over it. This is the way I used to do it. Just dump it in the colander. Pull a water source over here. that pretty? Rocks are pretty things. Rocks are very pretty, huh? So what we're going to do here, this is green adventuring. No, this ain't green adventuring. I don't think. Might be. There's another one in there that I know is. No, this isn't green adventuring. But that can go in there. And where's the other one? Not that one. Not that one. It's in here somewhere. Did I put it in here? I want to look and see how it did. Not that one. That one. The one I'm looking for is shaped like, kind of like a Pizza Hut hat. You know, their trademark thing on their, well, I'll be darned. Probably all the way in the bottom. Always something. I'm making a mess of myself here. Oh well. I thought I put it in there. Maybe not. So, anyhow, we'll turn y'all back around. So that y'all can see me load the tumbler. Now, because we're going from step 1 to step 2, we don't need to clean out the tumbler, all of that. I don't do that. Some people do. The way I look at it, you're making yourself more work. And this is, oops, sorry. This is enough of a job without making more work out of it. Not afraid to work. Oops. Oops. Okay, so we'll put these back in here. This has got to go back over here. It's got rough spots. Alright, so that's all of that. Now, we're just going to put it in here. I can do a couple at a time. not going to add more rocks. Because I want to try, well, I shouldn't say I'm not. I don't think I am. Put it that way. You can add this one. This is black lace agate. That will in there. The other one is not ready yet. Needs to be flipped over. So we do that. We're getting a system going. I knew I'd eventually find it. Rock tumbling is a messy hobby. Put you guys down here a little bit. We're going to wipe this one off. You're starting to see a little bit of the green across there. Yep. All right. So that can go in there. All right. So now we're going to take the I don't want it to fall in the water. slurry all over. Put that right there for a second while we tilt you guys back so you can see what's on here. Okay, so we want to fill this about half full with this. Hole here so we can see where the level is. Go back and fill in the hole. All right. A little bit more. Okay, we'll just fill in the hole. We're going to take and reach back behind us here. And grip. They're not ready for 500. Come on. Put in 8 scoops of 120. We got the big scoop, so we can do 4 scoops. And out. Out. Fingers off. Like this. junk out of the groove there. I'm going to put it on here. I want it to make a good seal around here. It goes right down. And then I always wipe off the lid. Make sure to dry the lid, because I don't want it sticking to the rubber. There. And that's on. Them down. And then I go back and do a little bit more. And I don't force them. I just tighten them as much as they will. And the reason why I do back around the second time is because I don't want a loose wing nut coming off. And then I have slurry all over the table, all over the floor. I have carpet in here. And it's not by choice. That's what the landlord chose to put in here. So. Oops, sorry guys. So I have to deal with it. Alright, let's put this back on here. Turn it on, set the timer. On. Hold the button in. And she's set. I always set it for 48 hours, but I do check it every day. I set it for 48 hours in case I get busy. I'll get a chance to come and check it. That's what I got for you guys today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.